Comrade General, you are proving even more tenacious than I thought. What a great threat you are to your enemies. Do me this favor. Grace me with your presence in Moscow, so I may thank you in person.
Before you go anywhere, you should see this. It arrived today. To be mailed in the event of Premier's death.
If you have received this, then I presume by now I am finally dead. I'm losing. I don't know how to... Oh, Mother Russia. I'm forgetting words. Bah! Yuri. He is controlling my mind. He has killed me. If I am gone now, the command is yours. Send this tape far and wide. Take my country back for the glory of Russia and the spirit of justice.
I think you are satisfied now, da? Yuri has his own stronghold here outside Moscow, and he is amassing his own forces. But the bulk of the army is yours. Don't speak, General. They are listening for you now. If we do not speak again, it has been an honor to serve you.
Establishing battlefield control. Yuri will destroy us all. He must be stopped, no matter what the cost. New construction option.
Well, welcome back, Commander. This is going to be a short mission, and not, or maybe not for the reasons you might expect. Firstly, who could have known that the evil mind-controlled guy was actually evil?
New construction option.
I guess I shouldn't poke too much fun at Red Alert. Considering everything that we've seen in the previous game and all the previous videos, it kind of chews the scenery a little bit. A little bit. There's a few important things to note about this mission. Firstly, you really want to have a good defensive setup. Like a real good defensive setup. Because if you don't, you just restart. It's not even worth trying to replay again. You're also not really given anything to really start with, so priority should be given to obviously getting your funds in order, getting a barracks up, and capturing a couple of key buildings that we'll see not too long from now.
New construction options. Training. Building.
Now, because we're going to be facing...
I have the information. Examining diagrams.
Be warned, Comrade General. Yuri has rebuilt the Iron Curtain. It will make his troops invulnerable for a period of time.
Construction complete.
Because we're facing Soviet troops, it means that, well, you should expect the same sort of tactics that you've been dealing out. Apocalypse tanks, attack dogs, terror drones, and waves of infantry here and then.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building.
And considering that we've been pals with a mind-controlling supervillain,
Building.
you might want to expect to see some Yuris. I guess we'll just call them Psy-Corps troopers, lest it be a little too confusing. But the point stands. You're going to have to protect your crews, whether that's infantry, apocalypse tanks, rhino tanks, etc.
Training. Unit ready.
Yes, Commander.
Now, there are a couple remedies for Yuris, which is attack dogs, they can't get mind controlled, and just, well, defensive structures. You can't mind control a defense turret after all.
New construction option.
It doesn't really...
That war factory will help you defeat me.
Building.
doesn't really help all that much because, well, you can only do so much with some gun turrets, and Tesla coils are kind of...
Building.
They're great, but considering the spacing involved, are hard to use effectively, or set up effectively anyways.
I have the information. Moving. Vehicle in position.
all that to say that you should still focus on capturing at least one of the 2 oil derricks that are there, and getting some tech available.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Ready, comrade. Changing position.
Now, I'm sure that on an easier difficulty, it's probably a good thing that you're given so many extra reinforcements, and they're probably useful in at least pushing through the first main checkpoint. But the problem is that, well, this isn't easy, and there's a lot that we're gonna see. Whether it's tanks, V3s, etc., there's just a lot of stuff going on.
No one will ever catch us off guard now, comrade. I have obtained plans for the psychic sensor. This device will warn us of any troop movements within its range. We can sleep well once again.
Now, we've been given access to the psychic sensor. Basically, what it does is it acts as an early warning device.
Activated.
Anything that is told to move within an area that the psychic sensor occupies basically draws a nice blue line on the screen. It's impossible to miss. Unfortunately for me, I thought that having a war miner enter a refinery would kill a terror drone. It's not the case. And because of that slight oversight, it means I'm going to lose 1 miner when I really would have preferred not to.
Ore miner under attack.
Much like the last mission, getting your income in order is rather crucial. There's also a couple of very important parts to this mission. The first is that you should stockpile Kirovs as many as you can, as quickly as you can. This isn't even... I'm not even joking. You want Kirov airships. Generally speaking, although we've seen some in the prior campaign, they are slow, but they are durable, and we need them to kind of cheese this mission a little bit. Now, one might expect that, well, we're the Soviets. We should totally get a nuclear silo and do something about this Yuri guy. But it's probably not a smart idea to nuke our own country. Also, special mention to the nuclear reactor. It basically removes most of your power needs. Now, again, the issue just ends up being a war of attrition. If you're like me and you're building a lot of Kirov airships, you happen to have
construction complete.
Some deficiencies at some point with your ground forces, namely that you don't have enough to defend against the V3s, APOC tanks, and the Yuris. And then when you build the nuclear silo, you have all of the Kirovs show up. I mean, all of the Kirovs show up. And again, Kirovs are very durable. Extremely durable. In fact, so durable that even just 3 of them will get through. But the bonus is that Kirovs are also very dangerous. Whether you're on the receiving end or not is really the question. Now, had I known that they would have swarmed me with like 100 Kirovs, yes, I would have built more flak defenses, maybe some flak tracks everywhere. Not the case. But I still have 5 Kirovs to my name, and although I have no base, no income, barely any units anymore, I mean, I can still pose a threat.
Ore miner under attack.
And the constant barrages of Yuris that are going around capturing all my units is probably also not doing me any favors either.
Structure abandoned.
But, as we all know, the Kremlin isn't exactly a sturdy building itself.
Lost. Ore miner under attack.
So at the end of the day,
Unit
it
lost.
might end up being okay.
Unit lost. Ore miner under attack.
Now, thankfully for me, yes, the only objective of this mission is to destroy the Kremlin.
Unit lost.
Whether you have one unit left or not
Mission
is
accomplished.
all okay.